Not to fall for any jokes.
Start teaching in 91 now.
So over 20 years.
That's one off to start.
If you could say the best three things that you've given your students, what would they be?
Confidence, practical skills, and family place to work out.
Master Hayes,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
long have you been teaching?
Since 1998.
Okay. And the same question. What are the three best things you've given your students through your instruction?
I think the best thing, at least I hope, is that they've learned to have confidence to do what they need to do and not be unsure of themselves. They have confidence in their technique or their own strengths, their ability to take a hit, take a fall, and so they're not afraid right away when something frightening happens.
What are the other two things?
Probably the other two, the second best is probably falling, because everybody I know in Iowa City runs into a car with a bicycle. You flip over. I've had several people that come on a lot better doing that, and what's falling next to it. The weather's probably the most dangerous thing.
Third thing?
And the third thing is I hope that they've made some friendships in our class, and have a bit of a community anyway. I think that's valuable for people when they're coming through college, especially the first couple years, and hopefully that's happened.
Tell us what's the first thing you teach your students to do?
Falling.
Falling.
Two hands behind the back, around the arms, under the arms, just from behind the back.
Yes, ma'am.
Stinker.
Master Pilch, do you have a weapon of choice to use against an attacker? Probably not Steve. Thank you very much.
Okay, stop. Drag your wrist, elbow, shoulder.
Six.
From that, we are right. Your holding wrist, elbow, and one.
Like volunteers in all four corners again. We're going to start with the upper left-hand corner. Good. Come in shortly after the first shot. After Pilch, we'll have you go first.
Okay.
So we're going to turn around and figure it out.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's start again. Make sure you wait until the person is done. We'll go around. Back to go.
You're going to go to 47. Try to go miserable, not outside the ring. Stay. Stay in the ring. Stay. Just a moment. We have a lot of volunteers. Why is it high 99% balance? Where's all the boys? Yes, sir. You're going out to America. Where are you guys? What are you doing? Why are you doing here? Come on, guys. How are you taking it? Do I have to stick to this way? Yes, sir. You continue.
Sir.
Okay. Master Ace.
Now.
So, there you go.
Talk to the audience about Hapkido, what it is, and how it can be
If you're not familiar with Hapkido,
Pick up anybody. Somebody doesn't know.
Ask for volunteers.
here's my volunteer right here. This is my volunteer. The reason I chose him is he's kind of one of the smaller people in the audience. That's one of the nice things about Hapkido. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. Okay? The techniques work because in Hapkido, we don't go strength against strength. We go our strength against their weakness. So if he's going to take someone down my size, he's obviously got a lot less muscle mass and body size, although he's a strong guy. He's going to work against my weakest part. Easiest way I like to demonstrate these is simple wrist escapes. Probably the first thing we teach when we do self-defense. So when we're working wrist escapes, if someone grabs you by the wrist, the weakest part of their hand is their thumb. So you're going to move your whole body against their thumb. So what my partner's going to do is spread his fingers, flexes the wrist muscles, and he's going to step back with his right foot and pull his thumb to his shoulder. Okay? Using his whole body versus my thumb. If he just pulls straight back, he's pulling into the strength of my hand. If he pulls back this way, he's never going to escape because I'm stronger than he is. Okay? But if he steps back, moves his whole body, pulls his thumb to his shoulder, no problem. His body versus my thumb. That's Hapkido in a nutshell. Because everything we do is working against their smallest piece, our whole body. Okay? We move balance, we work our technique against the little pieces. Then the big piece has to follow along. Thank you, sir. Thanks for helping.
You're going to pick somebody in the audience and explain what Hapkido is and how you start out teaching somebody Hapkido.
This man, a volunteer. Not
Oh. You could ask for a volunteer. Anybody who'd like to volunteer, raise your hand. We need a volunteer in the audience. Somebody
Okay.
who's never done.
Hapkido is a self-defense martial art. And what we mean by that is the application we imagine when we're doing this is to protect ourselves from an attack by another person. And that's opposed to some other things like maybe wrestling, which you use some things you could protect yourself from other attackers, but that's not really the focus of your training. On Hapkido, that is, we try to imagine an opponent who's probably either bigger than us, stronger than us, has some advantage of us, surprising us, maybe there's more of them. Because, well, Nang's in very good shape and very strong. If he wasn't, see, he probably wouldn't attack. Because I'm bigger than him, so why would he? But Nang, as you saw, is a tornado of destruction. So what we want to do in Hapkido is make a person like this weaker by our own movement. And we can't put a lot of energy into it, because if we're just changing strength, there's a likelihood this guy might win. So one of the first things we do is called breaking balance. And that is, when he stands here, as center of his balance, or center of his mass, was kind of in his hips, right at the core of his body, right straight down. Through his head, right about here, a little bit navel. And as long as that's between his feet, he's pretty good to stand up. But if we move that so it's outside of his feet, it's really hard for him to stand. So, one of the things we do in Hapkido a lot is move ourselves. And if we just take a step, if he doesn't step with his own foot, he's going to be off balance. Of course, Nate will probably step. But that's okay, because once he starts moving, he's weaker too, because he doesn't have a strong base, a strong position. And so when we can redirect, one of the things that's easy to do and amplify your power when you touch somebody is touch a place that really hurts when you touch it, like the eyeballs. We don't have to do that in class more than once. So we're going to touch in your neck. There's a little knot here, like a little V kind of here below. You can set your finger on that and then poke in there to touch your spine. You're putting it there 3 or 4 inches. It's pretty soft. It's pretty easy to do, and it makes a reaction. It makes them want to get away from it. So let's say you grab me hard. So I take a step here, and who walks with me? Then I come and touch it. And it looks like I just put a tremendous amount of energy, but it didn't. He jumped up because he was stepping forward, and he had this sudden pain right here in his neck that he had to flinch back. So it kind of sits there, and then we touch. Minimal energy, maximum effect, by moving their position, or they're just making them shift a little bit without stepping, just to readjust from some motion you make, which will freeze them in that position, make it easy to touch that, or actually make them move. And that's the secret to a lot of the things you see throwing. Why would you? Because it's a sudden application of discomfort, or the expectation of it too. When we practice a lot, we know it's coming. A lot of times we move just before that actually happens. Thank you, Nick.
Regular file
Standard, jump front, double front. Yes, sit up, jump front, double front. Okay, I get 2 minutes. I had a few pages. I guess my 2 minutes version is, I look at Hapkido a little bit differently than your average person. My paper asks, why are you training? It's one of my favorite questions at testings. Why are you training? You hear all kinds of different answers. Okay? I come from a law enforcement background. Why am I training? Because I have to. I've got a family to come home to, and I've got people that want to do bad things to me. My training, my focus in my club is a little bit different because I bring in those things. I have a lot of people in law enforcement and military in my club. And they don't live in a world where everything is safe. They have to go toward the sound of gunfire, go toward the bad guys, and we train accordingly. And it's one of the most important things I think about. When I first started Hapkido, I chose Hapkido over Taekwondo and Judo because I wanted something that was going to benefit me in my chosen career. And there's nothing wrong with Taekwondo and Judo. I've done them both, love them, they're great sports. But that's the problem, they're sports. In the real world, there's no rules, there's no referee, okay? Nobody's there to stop the fight if it's going bad, okay? It's just you having to win. And I choose that word win because it's an important word. Survive means you might be in a wheelchair or in a coma. That's not winning. Winning is you get home to your family and friends. And when we do Hapkido, in the back of your mind, that should be your end result. You're getting home to your family, to your friends, and you're winning. And there are bad people out there who want to do bad things to you. Okay? Not everybody thinks that all the time, not everybody realizes that all the time, but it can happen to you. It doesn't matter where you live, what you do, all of us can be victims. And hopefully, through Hapkido, we can make one less victim. If we work toward realistic goals, realistic training. 3 most often used attacks are right cross to your face, okay, or lapel ground, and in Iowa, it'd be a double leg takedown. Across the nation, it's more of an attack. Those are the 3 most common attacks if you're attacked on the street. Okay? There's no grab your wrist, grab 2 wrists from behind. Okay? That never happens. 20 years of law enforcement, I've never had a fight that started with somebody grabbing my wrist. Okay? Some of these other things. So when you train realistically. Okay? Multiple attackers. Multiple attackers don't wait for the other guy to get beat up before they jump you. When you have 2 buddies jump you, they jump you at the same time and stomp the heck out of you. Okay? It's just a world of reality. So think about these things in the back of your head. Train for real life. Maybe the one you save is yours. Thank you.
Humans like order. They like a predictable environment where things are the same every day. You get up, go to work, go to the office, do your office things, everything goes smoothly, come home, eat supper, and go to bed. That is perfect life. Bad life usually is chaos. Something unexpected happens. Chaos is hard because we have to make decisions. When things go orderly, we know what we're expected to do. Even if we don't know exactly what orders things are going to go in today, we've dealt with this situation many times, we're comfortable with it, we do it, and we move on to the next day. When a surprising situation comes upon us, a lot of times our minds lock up. We don't know exactly what the next step should be. In self-defense, especially through Hapkido, we need to develop the ability to keep moving. Even if our motion isn't the perfect, optimum motion that we can do, we need to start doing something. Unfortunately, when we study traditional martial arts like Hapkido, they're very organized. It's a low chaos environment. The dojang is almost a sacred space. We come in, we bow when we come in, we dress in special ceremonial clothes, we address each other very formally. We have a specific set of courtesies we do to each other and that are expected to be done back in return. And we have set defense patterns that we practice. These things are really good for creating the atmosphere we want to have in Hapkido. A disciplined, controlled way to practice dangerous things, where we respect each other, are careful with each other, but we still practice these very effective ways of dealing with attacks. Now, there are some drawbacks to this, because we get set in our patterns too much. And even in Hapkido class, I've seen people become confused when we reorient the line 90 degrees a different way, and they somehow can't figure out what we were just doing. It's all confusing because their minds have to reset a little bit. So too much order is probably not good in our training. We need to have some randomness, and we need to have some ways to train to slip from a surprised feeling into motion and doing either Hapkido or doing whatever is required in a critical situation. When something surprises us, your senses have to perceive what's happening. Then your mind has to process it. And then your mind can tell your body what to do, and then your body can act. It takes some time to do this. In a conflict, the combatant who goes through these steps more rapidly has an advantage over the one who's slower to process this information. So one of our training goals should be to reduce this processing time. In the Iowa Hapkido program, we have some different training drills we use to try to reduce this so we can go through these stages more fast, or perhaps almost skip a stage as an attack develops. One issue in self-defense is that we often don't know if a sudden movement is really an attack or if it's just a person doing something weird. And when our friend comes up and grabs our shoulder from behind, it's not appropriate to hit them or sweep them really hard. It's not. But we can't always freeze and not take any motion when something maybe does happen. So an appropriate, reasonable default action is to initiate movement in ourselves when we feel something that's threatening, even if we don't know what it is yet. And this can entail nothing more than sinking your weight, starting to raise your hands a little bit, and flexing your knees so you're in a position to move. Like if in this position you see football running backs and ready to start to play your linebacker. So in an explosive position but still static. The short time it takes to do these things will give your brain a little additional processing time where you're already doing something that's going to need to be done almost whatever your response is. It does not hurt anybody if it is just your friend who surprised you. But it does start us on our path to our trained response, which we start right from that motion. We can do that. That helps to work through the initial mental shock of something surprising and the idea of somebody trying to hurt us, which most of us don't deal with every day. So it's going to be a surprising action and frightening. So we work through it with motion and breath. Try to take the initiative with our motion and then stop the danger however we need to be, whether counterattacking, moving, running away, whatever is appropriate. And after we do this, we still need to look for additional danger because, as Master Pilch said, a lot of times our attackers are not one person. We have to be alert for the next thing that's going to happen. Most of our danger in these steps, or most of our training deals with the stop the danger step. But we can work on these other steps, the recovery from the mental shock, taking the initiative, and scanning for additional dangers in class. And if you spend some time training them, I think that's very helpful. Actually, the rest of my paper goes through a series of drills we use, and if anybody who is interested in that, certainly contact me. I'll be happy to email that to you, or you can talk to me or somebody else from Moines Hapkido. They can explain what those are. Thank you.
attention. Whoever your friends and family over there, stand up. So, come on. Run through and give a big hug and say thank you.
Sure.
Everybody over your family down there. Here's your best. Wow. And today, looks like we have a Hapkido reunion. I want to say thank you for many Iowa City and Moines Hapkido members join with us for volunteer. This is about the cooperation. Something Iowa City students, I hope you learn something today. This is something you need to know about, how important your support. Secondly, it's nice to have someone, we have a senior rank, and I hope this feeling carry over to more dedicated and your next and our Hapkido practice. It's not they testing today, Dr. Timothy or other. It's not period. That's the beginning. I hope this is you all over the school. It's not you're done. It's just the beginning of it. And I want to say congratulations. Thank you for your all wonderful dedication. And testing result will be probably Thursday, and you'll be able to see them. And all Iowa State students will look up to the Thursday, and Des Moines and Iowa City you will be able to see Wednesday late evening. Okay. Like usual, and everyone, even family member, if you have a chance to join with the next door, and as soon as we discuss with it, then we can join with us in a Pilch also. All Iowa State members, remind us all that like yesterday, and hopefully, and besides all other, who is a tryout collector today and higher rank? May I see just quickly over here. Also, Mr. Rankin, where are you? Could you quickly, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. I want to take the opportunity to announce to everybody, Hapkido members, that we are in the process of developing a U.S. national Hapkido organization, and it will. It's in the works right now. It's been working for a couple of months. It takes a little while to get this thing going, but we are really hoping that all of you here, especially our upper ranks, our black belts, but all the way down to the white belts, consider participating and helping out with this organization to keep this going. We have endorsement from the Korean masters who have been here for the past several years from Korea, endorsing what we're doing, as well as quite a few other masters and grandmasters throughout the United States, Grandmaster Park, Grandmaster Song, and Dr. Kim know, that will be joining in to try to pull together something similar to the United States Taekwondo Association. So, if anybody has any questions, feel free to hit me up before I leave this weekend, or Nate, a lot of people have my email addresses, and anybody who doesn't get it from the upper ranks will fill you in some more, but we really hope for your participation and support to get this organization going. It's such a great organization here, as well as the depth of the alumni that aren't here, that have already got a lot of support from. So, any questions, please feel free to ask.
Well, thank you. And then all Iowa State students, would mind clean up? It's also next door. And some broken board, things like that, or bring it over. Thank you, everybody. See you in about a few minutes next door.
Thanks, sir.
Let's hear it for Masters Pilch and